G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic. This is, I think, the 4th or 5th turn. Let's get into it. First, we got some stuff to do, because I actually screwed up the last turn so badly that I'm going to have to redo Sandra's go completely. It was just a complete screw up. So we actually only did 2 heroes turns, so we're still in the last round. But I've also got some other cool stuff to do as well. So basically, these premium tokens that I paid for are absolutely terrible. They're just like really cheap plastic. They basically feel like Connect 4 pieces, but small. They are horrible. So I went to Amazon and I just bought some generic D&D gold tokens to use instead. So they're not particularly great quality, but they're much better. And I also paid for, so this is 2 different pouches. This one is 50 gold pieces, and the other one is a mix of triangular pieces and square pieces, so you've got different sizes. So we basically have 3 different coins. Now, I think I'm not going to use these ones. I'm just going to make these 5, and make these 5, beg your pardon, and these 1, and the gold pieces 1s. And that's basically the new bling for the table. So these are basically going to go into the bin. Well, not into the bin, but into the never used pile. So Sandra has 1 gold. And Lord Hart has 7 gold. And Jacqueline has 6 gold. Now also, Jacqueline is actually past level 2. So she's actually at 2.5. So the levels go from 1 to 7, and then these are the half levels. But at level 2, you actually get to do a search 2 on the ability deck. So search 2 on the ability deck. 1, 2. What you got for us? Right, so pathfinding. This is a map ability. This turn your hero can move through fields with neutral units and enemy heroes, but if they end their movement in one of those fields, combat begins. Your hero can move over the yellow border. Okay, so that effect doesn't function because the moving over the yellow border is banned in this particular scenario from any ability. Play this card immediately after the enemy has cast a spell. If the spell was cast with +1 or less, ignore the spell's card effect. Play this card immediately after the enemy casts a spell, ignore the spell's card's effect. So basically, this gives us resistance to magic, but I actually think pathfinding is a much better spell because there's a lot of level 4 neutral locations that are blocking the path to various things that we basically want to get past. So I'll put that in the bin. And I'll just chuck that like so. Right, now let's do Sandra's go from the last turn. Okay, so she's sitting in here, which is a trading post. This is a level 4 mine. This is a level 3 mine. This is a level 2. So I think what her plan is, for starters, we're just going to spend 1 movement and move into here and do a level 2 mine, a level 2 artifact find, okay? Now, before her turn starts, we can look at her hand and discard any cards we don't want. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in hand. And if we look at her discard pile, she has a magic bolt basically in her cut discard pile. That's important because we have a knowledge in hand. Okay. So I think what she's going to do is she's just going to discard knowledge and draw 1 more card. And it's another knowledge. It's whatever. Okay, let's do this. So we are fighting a level 2 beastry, which is 3 bronze units. Okay, so 3 bronze units. 1, 2, 3. What you got for us? Lizardmen, centaurs, and elves. Okay, we've had all them before. 2 sets of ranged and the centaurs. Okay, that's 7, a 5 initiative, and a 6 initiative. Plus, it has a 5 health It's quite a lot. A 4 health and a 4 health. We have a Wraith we're going to put here. We don't have any actual range units, but this guy is flying. He is 7, 4, and 3. Now we're going to put all these people here in the back row. That is 3 health, 2 health, and 5 health. First thing we do is 7s go first, but we are actually the attacker, so we beat draws. So even though this is 7 and this is 7, we go first. He's just going to go. We're going to cast our ability here. What is it? Shield of the Damned. Target unit gains +3 armor and suffers 1 damage. So we take that down to 4. Then we activate the unit, but on activation, it says, remove 1 damage from the unit, then discard 1 random card from the enemy's hand. Well, the card, they don't have cards, but we get that damage back. So he's back to 5. And then he goes 1, 2, 3 into here. This guy's now engaged, so he can't do ranged attacks. And this guy, we're going to attack. So we are rolling. He is attacking at 3. We get 0. That is 3 attack versus no defense, which means he gets only 2 damage left. Then he retaliates. He's attacking at 2. He gets 0. We've got defense of 3, remember, because of the Shield of the Damned. So that is no damage. He now attacks because he's a number 7. So he's now attacking. He gets a -1. He's attacking at 2, which means he's attacking at 1. Now here's the question. Does Shield of the Dam give him the +3 just for his activation, or is it +3 until his next activation? I'm not sure. So if it's only for his activation, it means that the Shield of the Damned only works for the retaliation. If it's +3 for until his next activation, it's basically +3, and it also defends from attacks. I think that's what I'm going to do. So he's still +3. Anyway, so he gets no damage. Now it is this guy's attack. Now this guy is a ranged unit, and I haven't been doing this, but ranged units actually are disadvantaged when they're fighting in melee. So we roll 2 dice and take the lowest value. So it's 0, it doesn't matter. So he's attacking for 2, he's defending at 3, no damage. Oh, and I forgot to retaliate. So he's going to retaliate against the centaur. Oop, missed. +1. So he's now attacking for 4, he's defending at 0, the centaur is killed. Now, he doesn't retaliate against the lizard man because he's already used his retaliation. Actually, this guy's 6, he should have gone first. So he's going to attack. He is attacking into the back. He's not going to attack into the back row. He's going to attack here. Yep, so he goes blammo. 0, 0. He's attacking for 2. He's defending at 3, so no damage again. Maybe that is too powerful. Okay, and I've already done the 5. So now we're going to go 4. Skeleton. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, and then attack. So he's attacking for 2. He gets a 0. And then this guy is going to retaliate, and he is in melee, so he has to roll 2 die. He gets a +1 and a -1. But because he's disadvantaged, he has to take the negative. So that means he's actually -1. So he is fighting for, attacking for 2, fighting at 1. But the zombie has an ability that says, if the attacker rolls a +1 on an attack die, gain +1 defense. So he did roll a +1. So he is 2 defense versus 1 attack, no damage. He now gets to do a counter attack. +1. He's rolling for 3 attack. The guy has a defense of 1, so he does 2 damage. Bam. And that is 1 round of damage. So we spend another movement point to do another round of combat. So he's going to go, get rid of all these. He's going to attack again. He's attacking for 3. 0. So he's attacking for 3. This guy's defending at 0, so he's down to 1 health. He then retaliates with 2 dice because he's melee ranged. He has to take the 0. He's attacking with 2, and this guy is defending at 0, so he actually goes down to 3. He then attacks again. 0, 0. He's attacking at 2. He's defending at 0, so he goes down to 1. And I get to retaliate. -1. I'm attacking with 2. He's defending at 0, so this guy is dead. I want to go 1, 2, 3 and then attack him, but I can't. Because if I move out of locked area and I move past him, these guys get an option to do a retaliation strike as he moves past. So I'm just going to have to sit there and take it. I'm going to roll 2. I'm attacking the zombie. I get -1 on each. He goes to retaliate now. So he's attacking for 2. This guy is defending at 1, which means he gets 1 damage. He then retaliates. 0. He's attacking at 2. This guy's defending at 1, which means he gets 1 wound. And now the skeletons get to attack. Attacking at 0. So he rolls a 0, so he's attacking at 2. This guy's defending at 1. He gets 1 damage. He is also killed. Okay, and that is that. No losses. Okay, so there's his army back, his hand, and his discard pile. We get XP. Takes us up there, which means we get to do a search 2 of the ability deck. Okay, 1, 2. Eagle Eye. Draw cards from the spell deck until you find a basic spell card. Take it into your hand or discard it. Reshuffle the rest of the cards back into your spell deck. Draw cards from the spell deck until you find an expert spell card. Take it into your hand or discard it. Reshuffle. Okay. So this Eagle Eye basically allows us to gain spells, which is good since we are a magic hero. What's luck? Ongoing. You can re-roll a treasure die and a resource die once during this turn, or you may re-roll any die once during this turn. I think I'm going to take Eagle Eye. Your blammo. Oh, we get search 2 on the artifact deck. Okay, blammo. Okay, Head of Legion. Reduce the recruitment or reinforcement cost of a unit by 6 to a minimum of 0 or gain 3 gold. Love it. Armor of Wonder. Draw 1 card and gain 1 attack power, or draw 1 card and gain 1 defense power. Now, both of these are extremely good. I really like the idea of drawing extra cards in the middle of combat, plus getting an attack or a defense. That's actually bonkers. Especially if we're running a spell deck and we're gaining more spell power by pulling more spells. I actually think that's a really good card. But this one, see, I haven't played the game enough to know how good it is to reduce cost of units by 6. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but I'm not going to be bothered. But how expensive are units in the end? Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Armor of Wonder. Let's try and beef up my magic using abilities. Your blammo. So we moved in here. We spent a movement point to get in there. So we moved in, then we spent a movement point to continue the fight. And now we're going to move 1 more into here. That gets us +3 gold, and it is a visitable location. And then I'm going to move 1 more into here with my 4th move and finish my move here. Bam. And that is 3 more gold. Okie dokie. So that is the end of the round. It is now the next round, which we're going to go straight into. Okay, so we move up to here. Blammo, and this is a resource round, which means 2 things. 1, we have a resource round, and 2, we also draw 1 of these event cards. Okay. Garden of Revelation. Besides the road, you see a beautiful garden filled with flowers in full bloom. A monk sitting in the middle invites you to meditate with him. Each player chooses 1 option. Draw 4 cards, either from your discard pile or your deck. Then remove any number of spells or ability cards from your hand. For every 2 cards removed this way, you can perform Search 2 on the spell deck or the ability deck. After that, discard all cards from your hand and draw up to your 4. Or leave and gain nothing. Interesting. Draw 4 cards from either your discard pile or your deck, then remove any number of spell ability cards from your hand. So what does it mean by remove from your hand? Is it saying remove completely or just discard them? It doesn't use the word discard, which it uses all the time in this text block. So is that meaning remove to the spell discard pile or put into your discard pile? Then remove any number of spell or ability cards from your hand. I'm not really sure. It's got to mean going to your discard pile, right? Then why doesn't it say discard pile? The rules in this game are pretty opaque in some places, I have to say. There isn't a lot of consistency between terminology on all the cards. Remove any number of spell or ability cards from your hand. I mean, it doesn't say from your deck. It just says from your hand. So I think it's got to be that they just get discarded to your discard pile. Starting with Jacqueline. What's she got in her hand? Okay, so she's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a lot of cards in hand. Right, so we've got 1 spell, got 1 ability card, we've got another spell. Okay, so we can discard 1, 2, 3. That gives us, what, Search 6, right? For every 2 cards removed this way, perform Search 2. I'm just going to remove my 2 spells. Discard pile put up here. And I get to do Search 2. This boy, what has he got? Nothing in hand. His discard pile is, he doesn't have a draw pile right now. So I've got to turn this over, shuffle it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a magic arrow. So yeah, he's not going to do it at all. He did do the 4. Right, and this girl, what's she going to do? We've got 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if she draws 4 from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's her hand. What's this thing? That must be a discard pile. Right, that's a discard pile. Okay, this is a hand, that's a discard pile. So 1, 2, he's got 1 in hand. If we draw from here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think she's just going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we're going to we'll discard Scholar and Resurrection, and that'll give us a draw. I've got to finalize how I'm doing the hands. So hand is here, weapons are here, discard pile is like that, and draw deck goes there. Okay, so draw 2, bam, bam. View air, gain 3 gold, 1 resource, or 2 for 1 gem. Pretty cool. Town portal, move your hero to a selected town or settlement in your control. This would be very good for defending, I think, but I reckon at this particular moment, I'm actually going to take the view air. Bam. So we take view air. Now another view 2. Let's cut the deck a bit. 1, 2. And what does Sandra get? Your blammo. Disrupting Ray. Until the end of the combat, the selected unit cannot use their special ability. Okay, I guess. Misfortune. Play immediately when the selected enemy unit is attacking. Negate an attack die result or any additional attack from any card. Okay. Both of these are pretty good for PvP. I think I actually prefer Misfortune. Thing is, there's no real plus attack values unless we're playing PvP. We are playing PvP, but we're not really in a position to attack each other just yet. We're still kind of just leveling up and trying to get the outer locations. So I think Disrupting Ray is the one to grab here. So Disrupting Ray goes into her hand. And also, she has a crown now as well. And Disrupting Ray goes into her hand. So this is her draw deck. This is her draw deck. This is her discard pile. And this is her hand. Ginormous hand. Now, we are also on the resource turn. So we get to do our resources. So Jacqueline over here is resource 2, resource 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 10. And we get another 2 resources. He's just at 10, 0, 0. So he gets another 10. And she gets another 10 and 2 resources. 3, take the 1 back, give her another 10. And she's only got 1 gem, which is unfortunate. Okay, so flip this over. You have to discard down to 4 cards, because you've got a bazillion cards here. Okay, let me just have a think. We'll take the defense, take the defense. I think we'll take the vial. I'll take pathfinding, and I'll take cards of prophecy. Everything else gets discarded. Now, before her turn really starts, she's going to build something. She's got 2 gems and a whole heap of gold and a lot of resources. So for 2 gems, she can build an artifact merchants, a citadel. Now, what does a citadel give her? Unlock reinforcings, and it gives her some siege abilities. Okay, so I don't like artifact merchant. We really need more gems, don't we? So she's actually we're not gonna do anything right now. We're gonna spend 1 movement point and come over here where we get to roll the resource die. Yablamo. 6 gold. But we're gonna use cards of prophecy, re-roll any die, or set a resource die or a chest die on the side of your choice. Oh, that's what we're going to do. What have we got here? We're going to go bam and get 4 resources. We're going to build that citadel now, which is 8 gold, 5 resources. So we'll just take 1 resource and 1 gem. We get 2 gold back and we get a citadel. Now we can reinforce. So reinforcement costs are 4 and 2. That's 6 reinforcement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have full pack army of bronze units. He's then going to spend 1 movement point. Remember, we've got 4 movement point now, and do an explore. Now this is the last tile for the map. So the only things are the level 4 tiles that we haven't revealed. There's no more tiles. Okay, so this has got nothing but question marks. There's a level 3 gem mine in the middle, which I'd love to get, and there's a lookout post. I'm going to put the lookout post like that. Then I spend another movement to go to the lookout post, which allows us to reveal an adjacent tile. So boom, reveal that one. Oh, maybe it has to be like this. Maybe it's got to be adjacent to the hex. Now, this has an obelisk. And if you remember during the setup, we weren't supposed to ever have 2 obelisk tiles right next to each other. So we're going to redraw this one. Ooh, here's a fancy one. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Wow, look at all that. The level 4, level 4. We have a trading post, I think that is. I'm not quite sure what that one is. We have a war machine factory. Awesome. Now, I'm not quite sure what this one means. 2 search 2 artifacts or 2 morale. What does it mean by 2 morale? Take 2 morale? I have to ask what the hell that means. I'm not quite au fait with the terminology yet. We have I believe that's a random town or settlement. I'll have to look that up. I can't find. That's a dragon utopia. Effects depend on the scenario. Well, the scenario does not mention the Dragon Utopia, so I guess that's just a blank tile in this particular case. We have a magic spring. It's visitable. You may look at the top 3 cards of your discard pile and take 1 back into your hand, returning the remaining cards to the top of your discard pile in any order. Well, that's pretty awesome. Don't know what this weird box one is. It's like, I think this means roll the artifact die twice, roll the resource die twice, but I don't know what the 1 means. Take 1, maybe? So I can roll either the artifact die twice or the... Oh, I know what it means. It means roll 2 treasure die or 2 resource die, but only take 1 of those die results. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Okay. But there's a level 4 attack to get in there. So there's actually 3 locations here, 4 if you count the Dragon Utopia, that have no monsters to fight. So the War Machine Factory allows us to buy war machines, which you definitely want to do. So if we arrange this tile like so. Yeah, like this. That's how we're going to do it. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boom, that way. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it like this, just to block off this exit, or like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've used 3 move. I've got 1 move left. I'm just going to move here and go to the war machines. Oh God, we only got 2 gold. What's this thing here say? Take 4 gold. Take another 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold is all we got. Damn it. So I wanted to buy this ammo cart, but it costs 8 gold. We don't have 8 gold. So that's a bummer. Maybe I should have taken the 6 gold die roll. Right, I'm going to have a little break now. Okay, I'm back from the edit. Wow. So, yeah, a lot of errors in this one. But we're going to keep going along. One of the big things I did do wrong was that at the end of all that drawing cards and swapping things out, you had to discard your entire hand and redraw, which is what we're going to do. Now, he's got nothing in his draw deck, so we're just going to redraw a whole new hand from scratch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, so that is his draw card. That's his draw. That's his hand. And this is his discard. It's going to be slightly different for him because the map is like almost touching his top. Okay, so what do we actually get? Okay, so remember, this is the start of his turn. So he still has the opportunity to discard and draw to 4. What we just drew then was left over from the event that we ran at the beginning of the round. So we are going to discard this one and draw another one. And we have Resurrection. Okay. Now we have 1 morale token. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. That's a 10. Plus 2 gems and 4 ore. So we've got quite a lot of stuff going on here. We can build the city hall, which costs 10 gold, 4 ore. So we're going to do that. So that's 10 gold and 4 ore. And blam. What's going on here? Goes in here. Why did I have the city hall marked as already built? Did I build that? Because I remember I used his ability last turn. Oh, I built the blacksmith. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on. Man, this is one of the messiest playthroughs I've ever done. Okay, whatever. Let's keep going. So at the beginning of his turn, he can decide. I think he's going to keep the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's getting 10 money a turn. I think he's going to buy a second hero. And that's going to cost him 10 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've only got 7 gold. So we're going to activate this, which gives us 5 gold. The estates card, which gives us 2 gold. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's still not enough. Okay, and then we'll activate this. That gives us another 5 gold. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leaves us 4. And we get to activate our other hero, who goes back into our town. Okie dokie. Now, he gets 2 movement points that are separate from the other hero, but I still think he gains movement points in the same way the other hero does. So the same way that other heroes are 4 movement, he's now 3. And for the secondary monster's first move, he's going to move in here and roll that resource die. Blammo. 1 gem. Okay. So that is now done. He gets a gem. I'll just leave that there for now. And his next move, he's just going to move here. And then he's going to move here to this mine, which is a level 1 monster. Okay, let's grab that. So he's got 1 round to beat all these guys.
Okay, so here's like another massive error, and this time I'm just going to skip past it because I just don't. It'll save me like 50 minutes of editing. Basically, if your level is higher than the field level, so we're level 2, and this location is a level 1, and your secondary hero and your main hero, they have the 1 XP level, right? Because we're higher, we activate the quick combat rules. And they say if your hero's level is higher than a field's difficulty when combat against neutral units would begin, no combat takes place. The player is considered to have beaten the neutral units by default and gains no rewards from the combat. Now, normally when you win a combat, you gain XP and you also gain the field reward for going in there. Now, this is a mine, right? So normally when you take over a mine for the first time, you get 2 resources. But that's the field reward for winning the combat. You don't get that anymore. And you don't get the XP. But you still place your cube on the mine and take it over and gain the 2 resources every round. And it's the same as if you take over a windmill that has like a gem. Like if there's a combat and a gem, you take over the windmill, right? It becomes visited, but you don't gain the gem reward because it was a quick combat. That's basically what I believe this is saying, because the only real reward you gain from combat is gaining XP. So because it says gain no rewards, I'm pretty sure that means that you don't gain the rewards from the field. There's also a lot of locations that allow you to do things like pay for things. Now, I don't know the board well enough to know whether there's any combat on those particular types of locations, but I would assume that you can still activate the power of the board. So if you go somewhere like a library where you can buy spells, there's a combat to clear the area so you can access the library, but the accessing the library is not part of the combat. It just is part of the end of your movement. So that's the way I consider this tiny little text block to mean. Anyway, so the point is I'm going to basically skip the whole combat and everything I did because it's just going to save me a lot of time. Whoops.
He's now captured this mine. So he moved out of the city, he moved 1, 3. So that was basically the Lord's plan, was to go deep into enemy territory, buy a second unit. Should be the blue one though, right? Buy the second hero and have him clear up the level 1 combats while he's already out getting the good stuff. So that plan's working well. Now it's his main go. And he's all the way down here. So what have we got here? We've got a level 2 combat here, a level 3 combat here, and we have one of those things which is already visited. Well, he's got 4 movement, so that's 1 move to get in. And now he's going to do a combat versus 2. That is 3 bronze units. Let's see if I can do this without erroring. What do you reckon? What are the chances? 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's he got for us? A dwarf, a new one, and a new one. 2 new ones. So the dwarf, let me just read this again. If this unit is targeted by any spell or specialty card, roll 1 attack die. On a +1 result, ignore the card's effect. Cerebi, I guess that's Cerebus's little puppy brother, ignores retaliation attacks. Additionally, deals 1 damage to another enemy within adjacency to Cerebus. Right, so basically because of the 3 heads, he attacks into the adjacent spots. Okay. Peasants. At the beginning of each resource round, gain 3. So this is where if you buy, because you actually can buy neutral units. We just haven't had the opportunity to. We're going to put them all like this. That's 3, 3, and 8. And that is 2 health, 5 health. Cerebus is going to be a problem. Doesn't take retaliatory strikes either. And 4. Bam. Oop, 4. Okay, so we have a pack of marksmen, a pack of griffins. That is 4, 2, and 2. God, we are not particularly strong, this army, are we? At least we've got decent first goes. 4, 9. This guy even beats the Cerebus. And this guy is 6. This is the only guy that gets to have a go before us. So I think the choice is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and we are going to spend our, morale token, and that's going to allow us to draw a card. Oops, I dropped one. Let's do that again, just so there's no funny business. Yablam. Okay, that's decidedly worse. That's just an estate card, gain money, does nothing for us. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cast this, deal 1 damage to the unit with the lowest initiative. There's 2 level 3s, so I'm just going to hit this one, send them down to 3, and then I'm going to do an attack. Then I'm going to do attack. That's +1. That's 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm not. So he's attacking with 3. He's defending at 0. So hopefully we will get -1 doesn't matter. So +0 means that he's attacking for 3, defending at 0. He's got 2 health, so he is killed. Now it's this guy's turn. He's going to come up here and attack. You blammo. He's attacking for 0. Attacking for 2. Oh, wait, I forgot to use the card. Doesn't matter. I'll use it later. I'll use it now. So there's the defense card I was planning to use for that attack. So he's defending at 1. He's attacking at 2. That's 1 damage. Now he does not get to retaliate because this guy's immune to retaliation. Now this guy's turn is 6. He's attacking there. He does not have, because this guy's not in the back row, he does not have reduced damage, so he gets to roll 1 die. -1. He's attacking for 2. He's defending at 1. Gives him 1 damage. But he's not attacking a... Oh, wait. He's just got to roll. He gets a -1. That's fine. So if he rolled a +1, we'd have to give him that damage back. Anyway, whatever. The point is, the marksman gets a second roll because he's not attacking an adjacent unit. 0, so he's attacking at 2, defending at 1, means he gets 1 damage again. Then he's just going to move here. Can't really get away, can he? Guess he may as well move here. No, he's going to stay. He's going to move here. So this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's attacking for 2. He gets a 0. He's attacking for 2. He's defending at 0. That means this guy is killed. And he flips over. He's now 4 initiative. Oh wait, this guy went next. No, it doesn't matter. So he's going to go 1, 2. Actually, we're going to use Resurrection. Cancel an attack that would reduce your units to 0. So he casts Resurrection, which means the marksman stays as a pack. And then I'm going to use my last card, which is an attack card. So he's attacking at 3. We get +1. He's attacking at 4. He's defending at 0. Means he goes down to 1. This guy's already done his retaliation. He did a retaliation against the Griffin. That is an end of the round. We spend another movement point. The 9 guy attacks. We've got no more cards. -1. He's attacking at 2, defending at 0. This guy's killed. Oh wait, damn it. There's still another monster, isn't there? I think that was 2, was it? Oh, damn it. I'm such an idiot. I'll just make that 1. I know this was at 2. So this is 6 and 2. And this guy's at 2. Okay. So this guy is now attacking. He is disadvantaged because he's adjacent. He gets a -1. Attacking for 2. -1 is 1. Defending at 1, no damage. This guy gets to retaliate. -1. So that's attacking for 1. This guy gets 1 damage. and then he moves away. This guy's 4, so he's going to come down here. He's going to attack. He's going to attack. He gets a +1. 3 versus 3. He's killed. Okay, damn. I find it really hard to do this game for some reason. Blammo. They're all survived. He gets a half XP. He also casts his estates and gains 3 gold. Now he gets to draw a search 2 on the artifact deck. Artifacts are very easy to get. Easiest thing in the game to get so far. Helm of the Unicorn. Return 1 spell of your choice from your discard pile to your hand. Cast a spell from the top of the spell deck discard pile and remove this card. Well, I don't like this one. Arms of Legion. Reduce the recruitment cost or reinforcement cost of any unit by 5 to a minimum of 0 or gain 2 resources. Well, we're definitely taking that one. So boom, back where you go. This goes in my hand. We use 1 movement to move in. We use 1 movement to continue the round. 3 movements there. And now we're going to stop. Lamb. Oh, and the secondary hero did get a mine, so we go up 1. Okay, Sandra's go. Now again, we've got to discard the whole hand. There's no draw pile, so we'll just shuffle and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw deck. What have we got? We've got Magic Arrow, Ribcage, and Knowledge. Now we have a lot of gold, but only 1 gem. So we need gems. What have we got here? We can recruit for free, reinforce for 3. So let's reinforce that skeleton. And then we're going to build a citadel, which is 10 gold and 1 gem. Bam. Okay, so we've got a level 3 combat. Don't think we're ready for that. There's a level 2 combat here. I think we're going to just spend 1 and flip this. Okay, so this is a good location. We have a gem that doesn't give us any combat. We have a morale point, which we don't use. We got a free movement point, which is good. And we have a level 5 mine. Wow. And we've got a weird looking tree thing. I don't know what the hell that is. Tree of Knowledge, visitable. You may gain 3 gems. You may pay 3 gems or 10 gold to gain 2 experience points. Wow. That's pretty good. What else have we got here? What are those waterfalls again? Magic Spring, visible. You may look at the top 3 cards of your discard pile and take 1 of them back into your hand, returning the remaining cards to the top of your discard pile in any order. Now, unfortunately, there's no real path here. I mean, yes, we can get a gem, which is good, but we don't have the 10 gold, so there's no point in going in here. We can't beat the level 5 thing, and the morale, we can't use morale because we're undead. So, and we've got nothing in our discard pile because we just shuffled our discard pile. So the only thing that does anything for us is actually the windmill, which you may as well get. That's 1. 1 to flip it. 1 to move in. Gets the gem. Oop, that's a 3. Gets the gem. We've got 1 more move. I think I'm going to just take that mine. Oh, that's our mine. And then 1 here. Oh. Man, that gives us right back where we started. Yeah, and then just one back where we came from. So that's 1 to flip, 1 to move in, 1 to move back, and 1 more move to here. Oh, man. Not very good moves for her. Well, that is it for the next turn of Heroes of Might and Magic. Now, I have to say, this has been an incredibly error-filled, more so than usual. It was a blind play, so this is the first time I'm playing it, going through the rules, and I mean, I'm just having a real hard time holding it all together. I think I bit off a little more than I can chew. So let me know what you think. I'm happy to keep going, but maybe the best opportunity for me here is to call it, and then I'll play it through solo games by myself, you know, without the camera, where I can think more clearly. And we'll try and come back to this another time. Let me know what you think. I'm happy to keep going. I feel like I'm putting you through a lot of pain, because basically the whole game has been a complete mess. And even though we're continuing from this state, it's still a pretty bad state. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys